Welcome back. Whether it's Rihanna's legs or J-Lo's booty, with a little work, you can get your favorite celebrity body part. Today, certified fitness nutrition coach David Modderman is showing us the 4 exercises we need to do to get Madonna's ultra buff arms. Now, seriously, that girl has some serious pipes.
Yes.
And it didn't just come naturally.
Right. She's worked hard at it. You think about her career. She started out, you look at some before and after pictures, she's really progressed a lot. She's really built a lot of lean muscle mass in her body over the years. And in my opinion, it looks really fantastic. So.
Now, if you're starting from ground zero and you don't already have a lean body mass or whatever, what can you do to start getting in shape, first of all?
Well, I mean, obviously resistance training is probably #1, but obviously a good balance of nutrition and cardio as well, because without actually, you can't build muscle just by lifting weights. You have to actually eat correctly as well. You have to get enough proteins, get enough calories. Those are all important things. You can't starve yourself all day long and expect to build muscle.
No, because then you'll be tired.
Right.
Right. Okay, so let's look at some of these exercises to get some buff arms, all right?
Okay. The first one we're going to start off with is, most people are familiar with the traditional shoulder press. You can do this 100 different ways. You can do it standing, seated, on a ball.
Okay.
But we're going to actually twist it a little bit and make it popularized by the governor of California, Arnold Schwarzenegger. This is actually the Arnold press. So what we're doing is we're starting with the dumbbells close together with our palms in, and what we're doing is we're going over our head, and we're twisting, and we're coming down. By doing this small twist, what that's actually going to do is involve more muscle fibers in our shoulders. So our shoulders are going to work a little bit harder, and we're going to evolve more of that rounded shoulder look that we're looking for.
Okay, now how many reps would you do for this?
For beginners, I would start out with 12 to 15 reps. But if you're looking to really build more lean muscle mass in your arms, you want to focus on probably more like the 6 to 10 range with heavier weights.
Okay.
Because that's going to stimulate more muscle mass. Because high reps will definitely tone the muscles, but if we're looking to get stronger muscles and actually bigger muscles, we need to lift heavier weights. We should never be scared of lifting heavier weights.
Okay, so to tone, you use lighter weight. To gain the muscle mass that you want, use heavier weights.
Exactly.
Okay, and I see you're using 10 pounds weight. What's a good weight to start at if you're a beginner?
Well, I would probably say use that rep range as a guide, because if you start out with 20 pounds and you can't do one of them, you know that's going to be too much weight. So if you can't do more, if I say 6 to 10 reps, I would focus on getting, if you can't do at least 6, you're doing too much weight.
Okay, so if it's too easy, then you need to up your weight, but if it's too hard,
so use that rep range as a guide. That's the best way to start for most
people. Sounds good. Let's take a look at the other one.
The next one for the biceps, obviously it's in the front of the arm. Bicep is 2 heads. So by hitting both heads, we're going to do what we call an in and out curl. We're going to go in, and then we're going to come down, and we're going to go out.
Okay.
By going in and out, we're using both heads of the bicep. And that's going to actually notice the biceps working a little more efficiently than if I just did a basic standard curl. By going in and out, my elbows are staying connected to my sides. I'm just twisting a little bit at the shoulder joint.
Now, how many times a week do you want to do this exercise?
I would focus on using arms. You could probably do arms every other day, but the more sets and reps you start to do, the more you're going to probably want to cut it to more like once or twice a week.
Okay.
The more volume.
Now, I know that another important thing is, like, I do a bunch of different types of exercises. Like, I don't have buff arms, but I'm working on it. You know, and it's important to kind of switch up your workout routine to gain maximum, like, cardio.
Exactly.
Right?
Your body can adapt to anything you do over time. So you mixing up your cardio, mixing up your weight training, because your body, like I said, your body will adapt. So the more we can change the exercises around, change the reps around, change the weights around, that's going to trick your body into actually continue to progress instead of to get stagnant in that same routine and get bored with it as well.
Okay, let's go ahead and let's do the next one.
Okay, the next 2 are actually, I'm more that trouble spot. Some people say they don't want to have those lunch lady arms or whatever we call them. We're going to use a chair here. You can use a bench as well. And what we're going to do is a chair dip. Now, for someone that's been doing this for a while, you could probably start with straight legs and come down and push through the back of our arms. Now, that might be a little difficult for someone just starting out.
Okay.
So then you can modify it and actually cross your ankles, bring those feet closer together, always keeping your lower back close to the chair so you don't strain your lower back.
And you
focus on just your arms.
That in your tricep, right?
Exactly. Hitting the back of the arms. And this is a body weight exercise, so using a lot of your body weight for weight, you don't need to have dumbbells to do it. You can do it almost anywhere where you have a chair or a bench.
Okay, easy enough.
Right. And the last one, again, since this is a little bit of a trouble spot, we're going to do another tricep exercise for the back of the arms. This is going to be a tricep kickback. Make sure I have enough room here. I'm going to be kicking back with my arms, holding that for a second, coming back down, and coming back up.
And bringing it down slowly is just as important as lifting out, right?
Exactly. Perfect point, because so many people, when they're lifting weights, they focus on going up correctly, but they come down real fast.
Right.
And that lowering it's going to be just as important to actually stimulate that muscle mass.
So you're losing half the exercise if you just bring it down real fast.
3 or 4 seconds lowering can be really beneficial to that muscle.
Okay, very nice. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Great tips. One last question, though. Do you have to do all 4 of them every other day to gain that muscle mass that you want?
No, you can focus on doing one a day. As long as you're not doing the same muscle group, you can do 1 a day for 4 days in a row. I mean, focus on different muscle groups. So,
Perfect. Thanks, David. We really appreciate it.